Hello my friends and welcome to this video. Given that the new F1 game comes out tomorrow and this is my last F1 2021 video on the channel, we are gathered here today to remember F1 2021 and say goodbye to some of the things we will be losing. We start off with the obvious thing. We will be losing the 2021 cars. Without the cars, you do not have a racing game, so shout out to them. I mean, to be honest, looking at them now, they're actually quite ugly. Although I'm not one to talk about looks. The next thing we will say goodbye to is Nikita Mazepin. This was his first and only appearance in an F1 game. However, unlike Harry Kane in Cup Finals, he actually turned up and he had a big impact in the game. Honestly, I'm trying so hard to think of nice things to say about Mazepin. In reality, he's a big crybaby that made Latifi look half decent. He probably won't be missed. We will also, of course, say goodbye to the legendary Kimi Räikkönen. And Antonio Giovinazzi, who I definitely hadn't just forgotten about. Another big change in F1 22 is the menu music. And for this new F1 game, we will actually have a soundtrack, kind of like in FIFA, which I think is a very good idea. But it does mean that we lose the menu music from F1 2021, which I think was just such a masterpiece. I must have heard it so many times, and it just always felt so emotional. Yeah, I won't miss it at all. Okay, now this could get a bit emotional. In F1 22, we say goodbye to an absolute icon, Jeff the Engineer. Although, side note actually, before I start crying, he is being replaced by a former McLaren mechanic who wrote a book about his time as a mechanic for McLaren, which I thought was a very good book, and I think that was actually like the only book I've read in about 5 years, so it must have been good. But anyway, whilst I am looking forward to that, I'm obviously absolutely heartbroken to see Jeff go. Honestly, Jeff and I have a very special bond. There were times in my life where he was the only one to ask if I was okay. There were also times when he was just absolutely stupid and incompetent. Every time a safety car was deployed, he would always tell me that there were no plans for a safety car. Every time I wanted to know if it was going to start raining, he would just tell me that slicks were the faster tyre. But most importantly though, every time I slammed into a wall 200 miles an hour, he would check to make sure I'm okay. Jeff has always been there for me when others haven't. He's as loyal to me as Harry Kane is to not winning trophies. He leaves an incredible legacy behind, and he will be missed. We will now have a minute's silence for Jeff. Anyway, now that that's done, it is soon time for F1 22, and I honestly can't wait. I will be posting F1 22 videos from tomorrow onwards, and the video tomorrow should be a banger, which you won't want to miss, so make sure you check that out. But yeah, thank you for watching this very emotional video. Hopefully I'm not the only one that's currently crying. I will see you tomorrow for the start of some very epic times on F1 22. So yeah, goodbye.